Hi there everyone and welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily Jane. Today we are driving from here at Grantham down to Peterborough. In this Class 158 as part of our route learning series. Like I say, this is on DTG's East Coast Mainline South route. And yeah, we'll have some fun and have a drive down there. So what we'll do, we'll pop the doors open. That'll be the guard doing that, of course. We're in the cab, we're going to do our master key. That's going to go to neutral. And I'll go up here and I'll cut my TPWS. DSD is already cut in. Just going to make sure that goes to normal. And then everything else, vigilance is normal. No, actually, it wants to go down because that doesn't want to be isolated. Yep, there we go. So we've got vigilance system now as well. Great. In the rest of the cab setup process, I guess, is register GSMR to simplify process on these trains, which is absolutely fine by me for the moment. And day headlights. There we go. That's us ready for departure. So we've got a few moments here at Grantham. Of course, like I say, it's a fast run to Peterborough today. Takes about 28 minutes, it's about 28 miles. So yeah, average speed of 60, but we are going to get hopefully up to the Sprinter's maximum speed today, the 158's maximum speed. Which, as you can see from the inscription in the cab, is 90 miles an hour. So I don't know where 80 came from there, 90. In my head, for some reason they were 95, but no, they are 90. And it's the one thing I always misremember about these. We've got an amber aspect ahead, so that's going to clear. So I'll show you risk the DRO before we move off. Well, I'll have to risk the DRO before we move off. But still, we've got about 10 seconds until it's time. Passengers just start getting off as soon as I got to close the doors. Typical. We can reverse this forward. No, my doors haven't. My doors have now locked. Apologies for this, guys. 158's being special today. Need to let the DRA off. Start speed limit stays 20. This is going well, isn't it? That single buzzer code we can disregard because, of course, that was me knocking the buzzer because I've been doing a lot of TS Classics. I've been working on my game dev skills lately. And B in the spacebar would be the two-tone horn in there. Obviously, it's B and N in TSW. Open the window for a bit. That red aspect obviously doesn't apply to us, it applies to the line to our right hand side. So yeah, I have had an eventful day. Well, I say eventful. Now, I've been working on model railway. It's just been nice and chill, really. 25 for the crossover. You, of course, need to wait for the tail end of our train to pass that, so basically once we get onto the down fast. Hopefully we'll get the down fast and we won't get. Well, no, that's because there's a goods loop here, so we should be kept on the down fast here. There we go. It's going to power the speed on. I'm going to shut the window just to let our speed continue to increase in the 158. So yes, like I say, the that'll be on, I guess. Anyway, power on. So yeah, our lines, well, we can go up to the maximum design speed of our train now, which is 90. So we'll leave the throttle powered on and just keep going. It is like the journey we're actually representing today, by the way, is 1 Lima 11 Liverpool Street to Norwich. I did this scenario for TS Classic, and it's available now on the Train Sim Community website. The delivery's a bit different, but apart from that, it's effectively the same scenario. But what I quite like about this is just the variety of what this train will go through. So you could board this in Liverpool, you know, and give a wave to the 801 there. I'm pressing a 5-car out today. Poor souls on that. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, you know, you've got your Liverpool to Norwich. So Liverpool to Manchester, that's a commuter route really, sort of express commuter really. And then you go across the Pennines to Sheffield. That's sort of regional express. And then, you know, going from there to Nottingham, which is sort of commuter again. And then Nottingham to Grantham, which that's stopper, that's commuter land. Then Grantham to Peterborough, which is effectively an express train, as you can see. And then Peterborough across to Ely, and then Norwich, which is regional express again. It's just such a variety in scenery. Obviously, one crew won't see the whole thing, because I think you've got there's at least 2 crew changes on there. Oh well, at least. So there's at least one, which is Nottingham. So it's basically, yeah, crew change at Nottingham, but I presume you could do more than that. I'm, to be honest, not too sure what the diagramming looks like. But yeah, still just a pretty cool thing to think about, really, from that sort of perspective. So you're on a green aspect, so throttle wide open, let's go for the 90. Just to prove that we can do that in this train. Yeah, really quite cool thing to me as well is in a little over 48 hours, I'll be rocketing down this section of track, and that makes me really happy. So, although I'm taking January off YouTube, I sort of wanted to make a YouTube video tonight, deal with it basically. Double amber, single amber next. I wonder what's happening there. Yeah, anyway, sorry, as I was saying before, I got rudely distracted by the signals. It's actually the early hours of Christmas Day. I just want to make a YouTube video, so I am, basically. But, yeah. So my first train in service is 1 Echo 3 on the 27th. And... ooh, yeah. It's the first full southbound run of the line. Single amber right ahead. I'll just power off here. Yeah, so like I said, I'll be the first full southbound run of the line to make it to London. Obviously since the 23rd. So I'm expecting that train to be ram-lam-ding-donged. Which is fine, you know. Thing is, I want to work to work. You know, I'm one of those people. So I don't really mind being with a feather. So being signalled onto the with the upslope, so it goes 4 wide here. So if you got the crossover at the right, we wouldn't be, yeah, we're being signal, yeah. So the route indicator we had was obviously indicating to go that we went left, so that's what we were prepared for. 75. Well, I always take it a bit cautious over these things, especially when my notes aren't as great as they could be. I'm doing this from much of my knowledge of the line. But yeah, so I'm honestly excited. What I'm not excited for, and I'll be totally honest, is my actual roster. My actual roster is late. And it just makes me sad. It's basically perma-late, and basically I don't have a social life. Yeah. Which on some level, obviously, you know, I'm basically, most days I'm not working more than 4 days a week. Most weeks, sorry, because of just the amount of hours I do as a result, because I'm going to London and back every day. Because I'm contracted for 35 hours a week. And obviously they do it on averages, but, you know, if you do London's effective, let's call it 3 3/4 hours there, 3 3/4 hours back, you're already over your 35 hours if you do that 5 times a week. So it's done on averages, but yeah, 75 power off. Go for a snatcher break just because I feel like I'm slightly ahead of myself. Break off, there we go. But like I say, it's just literally, I literally said to my manager, look, first train, like first roster that comes up, I don't care if it's like 4:20 reporting times or recon times. I can't be doing late. Like a 3 o'clock Bucon. Okay, I get a lie-in every day, but yeah. I've also got a cold at the moment, which so my voice is a bit weird. Cheeky little southbound zoomer there again. 5 car, that was, so last time was been 9, that's a 5, I think, probably. Unless I'm just hallucinating, which I probably am. Like I said, I've got a cold, so I'm blaming that. She says slurping on her cold drink. To be fair, it was really bad this morning, but as the day's gone on, it's cured itself for the most part. Hopefully by the time I wake up in the morning, it'll be a blocked nose, which I'll clear, and then I shall be fine. I've been doing some model railway work today, which I'm really proud of. Finally got my dynamis wired in, so I've got one loopy track fully operational. I need to figure out what's happening with the second, and then once I've got that up and running, I'll be overjoyed. Well, to be honest, it's a bit more sobering to what's happening with the second. It's definitely within the realms of possibility. I just need to do it, basically. But yeah, and then once I can sort of insulate all that up, I'll have a model railway that works. And that'd be really cool. You know, it's actually a scenery at that bit. I'm now confident with my wiring, because like I had some issues with sort of track. You know, so I've used flex track for my model railway, and with flex track, this overhead line, by the way, is funky as anything. I'm not sure this is realistic. Also, this is Corby Glen area, I think. This is where the overhead line came down 2 weeks ago. That was my last shift at the contact centre. The overhead line came down. Yeah, that was a fun time. No, my last shift I took 72 inbound phone calls. On a typical day, would have taken 20 to 30. On a weekend, about 15. I don't mind, like I say, I couldn't work to work and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, let's have a look at this. So you've got, like, it's just weird. Why have you got just supporting wires that are just doing their own thing in this area? Interesting. I think it's just DTG doing a DTG, unfortunately. So that is a mistake to make. I'm doing 90 and a 75. Whoops. You saw nothing, you know nothing. No. In all seriousness, though, yeah, yeah. Sorry. So with the model railway, I'm really happy with how that's coming on, and like I say, as soon as I saw the wiring, so I had some issues with that flex track. Sorry, that's where I was. I found my train of thought again. Choo choo. Yeah. So with the flex track, obviously, as you bend it, effectively one bit becomes shorter than the other, and you end up with gaps. So I've used like a little glob of solder to. It's not fully obviously so you've got to have an expansion gap in track. But one of the benefits is I don't need much of an expansion gap because effectively my railway's in my bedroom. The temperature in here is within 10 degrees of the same all year round. So okay, there's a bit of expansion going on, but comparatively not very much. Um, you know, it's not like, for example, it's in a shed or something. That's cool. I love being overtaken by the trains. So, sorry, flashback. Sitting there, like in the back cab of a train. I'm sitting there having my sandwich, and I see the back of a container train appear, and we overtake the container train. This was my Lumo days, not at LNER. I've only been shown in the back cab in the supervision of a manager. On my fan mail train, at least obviously so far. But yeah, I follow the rules. I'm a good girl. But yeah, at Lumo that was where we took our breaks, and I think I've still got the photos somewhere. But that freight train driver just looked really confused at me filming him. Oh, memories, man, memories. 80, perfect. Let's stretch it a bit. So, yeah, sorry, yeah, that was a nice memory. Anyway, what else is there to talk about? So, like I say, I've done that and I've got trains running tonight, and it's just really nice to be able to enjoy my hobby. I guess sort of what I'm thinking at the moment. Yeah, but so there's that for me. Aside from that, it's a new job which I'm really excited about. I'm honestly like, obviously I was only in training, and training is always different and usually less stressful than the real thing. But I was looking forward to going to work for a week and a half, and I hadn't felt that in a long time. Let's just say that much. What I'd say with sort of the contact centre at LNER, this is nothing against LNER's contact centre specifically. Maybe I've never noticed this sign before. That's cool. That screenshot needs to take. I'll look out for this sign when I go down on Monday. What day is it that I'm going down? Hang on. Correction, Wednesday. It's Sunday today. I'm not good at my days of the week, guys. You should know this about me. There we go. But no, I'm in just a nice mood at the moment. Yeah. I'm back to sort of the headspace where I'm like, this is all going really well. Like, when's it going to go to shit again? But hey, PS, you know, fate, anxiety gods, depression gods, give me a break, lads. You've given me 3 years of hell. Give me a break. Okay, thanks. Love you long time. Anyway, this will be Tallington you're approaching here. So we are not that far from Peterborough now. Is this Tallington, or am I imagining things? I'm imagining things. Fair enough. Showing you on a map where we are. That's Tallington, so not that far off in my head where we were. Depends what we get signalled for route-wise at Peterborough. I may slow down a bit early. So in my head it's a 35 over the points, but I'm never, you know, wouldn't be too overconfident. I don't want to do a Lumo, put it that way. I still have the travel well above the speed limit patch. in my TS install. I need to put that in. So I'm sending some stuff over, like just a series of files that I've worked on to the person who I do scenarios for YouTubing purposes, and I'm going to try and sneak the travel well beyond the speed limit into that. No, I can't actually. Yeah, 'cause of piracy, so yeah, I can't do that. But I won't. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, like I say, overall for me, it just, wow, my voice is being ridiculous. With a 9-car, new. So I do actually have some reskins in. I'm going to quickly show you this guy over here, who I can't really keep up with. But if you look really closely, he's got the Celebrating Scotland livery on the side. I'm not catching him, so I'm going to give up, but yeah. Anyway, back in the cab. 80, I'll go power off now, I'm going to coast. I'm not past Tallington yet, we're approaching Tallington now. So Tallington is a Plasmor site. They do sort of cement products. So you've got Great Heck, or Heck Plasmor, you've got Tallington, and you've got Biggleswade, all on the East Coast, all rail served, usually by DB. We don't have any movements for this in TSW just because we don't have the wagons for it. They normally use wagons that look a lot like BAAs, but have got weird side supports on them and stuff. Oh, starting to rain a bit. Let's get that wiper on. Yeah, this is the access for talent. And there's a little Fowler shunter that works in there. Some say it's the last Fowler shunter in sort of industrial use. Always, if I'm approaching a crossing, along with the time another train's passed, give a blip of the horn, just in case. Really, you never want to. Sorry, I've got a cold. Yeah, you never want to sort of, people think train's gone, I can cross, then we approach, thwack. Yeah. There's Cody heading northbound in a 158. Power off. 80. Look, yes, 80 there, which that will bleed off just as we roll. We'll be sort of 4 or 5 miles. We can probably coast it the entire way from here. But we did speed a little at the start, so I'm trying to sort of allow for that in my driving being a little bit more chill. And also, I can't see where I'm going. It's the drawback leaving dynamic weather on. Also, annoyingly, destination boards say Peterborough when they should say Norwich. Minor bug, but just saying Dovetail, just saying. I think it was Dovetail who would have done that. It's interesting. Look at that, there's a red light on there. Oh, that changed. That's interesting. I wonder if that's because yeah. So that light changing to red, I think what that'll be is, when we were chasing the Azuma, we went outside of drawing range for the thing, so it's redrawn the train as we've come back to it, and that'll have led to it basically resetting the configuration of the train again, and that'll just be something that hasn't synced through fully. It's a bug, but it'll be so far down the priority list, like, yeah. to our right there, that is what I like to call the cross country line. So that's where your 170s from sort of Leicester way would appear, and they'll obviously be going sort of Stansted and Cambridge to Birmingham, and further west like Cardiff. Fun fact: back in the day, so when I say back in the day, in the early 2000s, there was a TOC called Central Trains, who basically did what is now West Midlands Railway, WMR, the WMR brand, I should say, and the 170 portions of cross country, and this for that's now Withy Smiths. They were sort of organised out of existence during one of the reshuffles of franchises, but one of the really interesting things about them for me is that they had a service from Stansted Airport to Liverpool. And obviously it's just one of these slightly rerouted, but it's just really interesting stuff like that to me. Another 801 northbound. Actually, no, I'm running at 70. I'm going to power on. Room it a bit. Okay, I can now see the instruments kicking in. Is there a way for me to set them as bright? Nope, that is bright. I'll tell you, there is a weird... this is like uncanny valley levels of... This is familiar to me now. So there was a 75 we just passed, but we're already at 75. So that's no biggie. But like this, especially with the ambience of the weather, feels very familiar, and that's good. Like, that's half the battle. If it feels about right, you're most of the way there to creating a good route. Obviously, I've never done this route from the front cab, but you know, looking out the side windows and at the back cab, you know, the colour palette's right, especially with this weather theme, and like the bridges, weirdly the bridge sticks out in my head, but yeah, this weirdly is an area that I can't sort of visualise, but yeah. 1 second whilst I mute myself to car. There we go. I've saved you from listening to that. Thank me later in the comment section. That's really annoying, that sound. So it basically it amplifies the sound by just making it external audio levels. I'm just going to take an initial brake application. There's a single amber right ahead. Still a fair distance to be fair to the station. I'll revert back to initial for now. This is the GBRF section of the yard at Peterborough. This is where the head office is as well, I believe. And then this is the DB area here to our left. There's a maintenance shed that's gone up in the last year or so. I've noticed it in the last 6 months. And I don't know if that was obviously, I don't think that would have been included in the spec for DTG for this route. Got an AWS magnet, but I don't see, is that the signal there? That's a red. Full service brake application. Should be absolutely fine. The AWS magnet's just a long way back from the signal. Wow, my perspective of speed was really skewed there. Back to full service. Step 2. Step 1. There we go, just had the road set for platform number 5. Brake off, power on. Didn't even stop, which is a perfect way to do that. I came in a bit hot, but yeah. Didn't even get a chance to stop at the signal, which is perfect. I'll just get 25 because we're going to get crossed over the main. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. There we go, officially at 15, so we'll stick it through here at 15. Lovely day for touristing today, isn't it, folks? Got an intermodal over there, and there's our stop marker. So I'll focus in on that now. There you have it, folks. So thank you for watching today's YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on an ever-increasing basis. Type RIP in the chat for what the hell's just happened to my voice there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Great. So we'll just say for the purposes of legalities that we're handing over the train here. So we'll leave the headlights on because it's obviously going to get work further forward. We'll hop out on the platform. Also, this should be at least a 4-car. One tap down the middle. 115 there. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Also, wow, I did a bit of spooding. Oh well. To be fair, that's the bit I was like, 80. Well, yeah, it was like 80 and a 75. But yeah, we're all right, to be fair. We're all right. Got my plan. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.